this past year. Welcome to the 2021 Smoky Hill Graduation Commencement Ceremony. Thank you all for being here today. I would especially like to thank my mom and my dad for their unconditional love and support throughout high school, and my 6 siblings for waking up this early to help me commemorate this day. Today marks the culmination of each graduate's academic persistence and commitment to excellence outside of the classroom. They should be immensely proud of themselves, and I know each of you is proud of them too. So, will everyone please rise and join me in welcoming Smoky Hill's graduating class of 2021. Please be seated. Graduates, thank you for showing up, not only today, but throughout this entire year. In spite of everything, we have finally made it. Despite all odds, we are finally here. This past year has not been easy. As a class, we have endured so much in such quick succession: a global health crisis, political unrest, educational disruption, emotional isolation, social injustice, and more. As much as it pains me to say it, I know these challenges will inevitably ripple into our post-high school lives. Now, more than ever, the maxim we heard every morning for the past 4 years of high school is one we must remember. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. This adage became all the more relevant to my life last year. As a Black woman, the America of last summer put me at a crossroads. One part of myself was desperate to retreat within and maintain any semblance of wholeness in a crumbling world, while my other half urged me to fight a battle for racial justice I knew was much bigger than just myself. Though this internal struggle and the tragedies that caused it were not unique to last year, it was heart-wrenching for me all the same. But it was at this crossroads that I began to realize that self-care and social awareness do not exist in separate spaces. Because beyond being a Black woman and a person who values her peace, I am a writer, an artist. I am a representative of Smoky Hill's eclectic community. I am the child of 2 immigrants who crossed over oceans to make sure their daughter's voice had every chance to make waves. And perhaps most importantly, I am a firm believer in progress and in change that will make the picture of America my parents had when they came here into a possibility not for some, but for all. For me last year, creating this change meant collapsing the divide between the art that has long grounded me and the activism that has long disrupted injustice. And as I head to New Haven, Connecticut in the fall, this goal remains at the forefront of my mind. While each of you may not find the same solace in written expression that I do, whatever your passions, I implore you to use them for the betterment of your surroundings, wherever that may be, and however that may look. Today, we find ourselves on the precipice of a new beginning. Likewise, we find our world on the verge of change. Tomorrow, we must grow into people better than we once were. We must make sure the world evolves along with us. And I know we are up to the challenge. This year has shown us we are made of much tougher stuff than life's challenges are made of. So congratulations, graduates, on how far you have come. And as you continue, do not forget to take care of yourself and to take care of each other. Please remember that it is not either or. Prioritize your happiness and the health of our world. Protect your peace, but disrupt your comfort too.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good morning. My name is Manar Jalani, and I am the Student Body Vice President of Smoky Hill High School. Thank you. Before I begin, I want to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, and my incredible friends for supporting me throughout my high school career. I couldn't have done it without you, and I hope I made you proud. I'd like to tell you a story I first heard many years ago. In the myth of Prometheus, the protagonist, Prometheus, steals fire from the gods and gives it to mankind. The discovery of fire is all important for humanity because, aside from providing literal light, fire provided enlightenment. It meant that life was suddenly about more than just surviving. It had meaning. And so, groups of people became societies, and societies turned into civilizations. I'm not just telling you this story today because I read Percy Jackson too much when I was a kid. That's only half the reason. The other half is that the faculty of this fine institution functions as our Prometheus. They are teachers, not mythological creatures, but they do enlighten us. People often talk about how they'll never use the lessons they learned in high school once they graduate. I disagree with that sentiment. Don't get me wrong, if I live my life correctly, I will never have to balance a chemical equation ever again. But those aren't the lessons I'm talking about. Great teachers ignite our curiosity and fan the flames of intellectual pursuit. And as I look upon the class of 2021, I see an inferno. During the last moments we have left as students of Smoky Hill High School, I ask you to carry with you the lessons we've learned long after you leave. Pursue your curiosity relentlessly. Be yourself unapologetically. Keep chasing new heights, just as we were taught. If nothing else, remember this. The world can be a dark place, and it's in need of your light. So I urge you, going forward, to keep in mind the most important lesson we've learned. Don't forget your fire. Thank you. And now, while we cannot welcome them, I ask the graduating class of 2021 to join me in applauding the faculty of Smoky Hill High School.
If you were to ask any student at Smoky Hill High School what their favorite thing about Smoky is, most people would say our diversity. You see, Smoky Hill has a special kind of diversity. It is represented by the beautiful array of different faces sprinkled throughout the hallways, each with a unique story to tell. Beyond where we come from, it's in the classes you see, the sports we involved ourselves in, the clubs we not only joined, but took the initiative to create, and most importantly, the various ways in which we have all impacted our community. Diversity is simply not the presence of variety within a group. It's recognizing those differences and creating harmony within them. Our diversity is one of a kind because it has been fostered by the spirit of this amazing student body, one that has time and time again chosen to create harmony within our differences and embrace diversity like no other.
At Smoky Hill High School, we offer AP, IB, Student Services, and AVID as academic programs. I was fortunate enough to be a part of AVID from my 8th grade year at Laredo all the way to my senior year. AVID, or Advancement via Individual Determination. I have demonstrated and learned what these words mean over the past 5 years in school. Avid has been a space where I've been able to connect and grow with students who learn in diverse ways. My Avid family has brought me comfort in times of uncertainty and allowed me to be vulnerable when I need help facing challenges. As I overcame hardships throughout high school, it was my Avid teachers who helped me to move forward. Avid is a place where I have grown as a learner and has helped me learn that I can do hard things.
Smoky Hill has an incredible diversity through the female athletic programs that we offer. Out of over 15 female sports that Smoky Hill has, I was blessed to have the opportunity to letter in 4 of them. I was able to truly understand what it means to be a Smoky Hill student athlete. Hard work was the first thing I really learned. If I wanted to succeed, I would need to get my hands dirty and work hard even when no one was watching. Teamwork translated into playing alongside people of different backgrounds and beliefs towards a common goal. As I competed in volleyball, basketball, track, and cross country, I was able to experience this unmatched diversity that is unique to Smoky Hill High School. Although after the state track meet in 2 weeks, I will never again get to wear the Smoky Hill jersey, however, we will all don new jerseys and new logos that will represent our next groups, teams, and places. What I learned while I wore the buff jersey will carry me through the rest of my life.
Smoky Hill offered me multiple athletic avenues, but for me, I chose swimming and basketball. Odd combination, right? No matter the sport, Smoky Hill Athletics allows all individuals to express themselves confidently and achieve common goals collectively as a team. For me, I got to experience this in swimming and basketball. Whether it was Cohen pushing me at 6:30 in the morning in the pool, Coach Harden yelling to finish the sprint on time, or even the personal laughs I share with my teammates in the locker room. Throughout these interactions, Smoky Hill has grounded me and given me the roots I need to succeed. As I continue on to pursue my swim career at the collegiate level, I want to thank the Smoky Hill Athletic Program for giving me a second home.
Diversity is also evident in the service projects led by students with different backgrounds and passions. We have had projects such as our Wish Weeks for Make-A-Wish, Pennies for Patients, Equal, toy drives, and even supported brain tumor awareness just last month. All of these projects were brought together by students from different clubs, cultures, and interests. The project that meant the most to me was our annual Wish Week, where we raised money to support kids with critical illnesses alongside Make-A-Wish Colorado. As a class, we have raised around $125,000 for Make-A-Wish in the past 4 years. Because of this amazing work we did as a school, I decided to join the Youth Leadership Council at Make-A-Wish Colorado, where I got to help plan the first ever statewide Wish Week this year. Here at Smoky, students come together and use their experience to lead a diverse range of projects that are bigger than all of us.
Club diversity is an integral part of Smoky Hill. In a world of before and after school clubs and activities, Smoky encourages students to immerse themselves in a wide variety of extracurriculars. From speech and debate and Latino World Alliance to Smoky's theater and art programs, students at Smoky Hill are able to create and change their communities. Coming to Smoky Hill as a freshman seeking leadership experience, new friends, and a community of people who aspired well-rounded excellence, I strive to involve myself in extracurriculars like student government, created relationships with other students who came from Tunisian backgrounds through African Student Association, grew as a leader while I served as president of Smoky's DECA chapter, and made a difference in my community through service clubs like National Honor Society and Key Club. By taking the opportunity to create and join clubs at Smoky, students have the opportunity to change their communities and take their education to the next level.
Smoky Hill is a melting pot of ideas, identities, perspectives, and interests. Its open-minded environment and welcoming attitude has provided every student with an opportunity to interact with students who may have a different outlook towards the world. Engaging in these conversations and finding common ground is vital towards unifying our community. Today, this is celebrated as over 30 flags are represented by the graduates of the class of 2021. At this time, please rise and remove your cap for the singing of the national anthem presented to you by the Senior Symphonic Choir. Thank you.
Please be seated.
Thank you to all of the dignitaries for attending our commencement ceremony for the Smoky Hill class of 2021. We appreciate all of your time in celebrating the achievements of each high school graduate at Smoky Hill High School. From the Cherry Creek School District Board of Education, Ms. Karen Fisher, President. Ms. Kelly Bates, Vice President. Ms. Angela Garland, Member. Ms. Janice McDonald, Member.
We would like to take a moment to honor our Board of Education President, Karen Fisher. This will be her last graduation, and she is term limited. Thank you, Mrs. Fisher, for your service and dedication to the students, staffs, and members of Cherry Creek Schools.
From the Cherry Creek School District, Superintendent Dr. Scott Siegfried. We have one final retiree to thank this year. Superintendent Dr. Siegfried, thank you for your 28 years of service in the Cherry Creek School District. Your leadership has empowered thousands of students to achieve bright futures. Thank you, Dr. Siegfried.
From the Cherry Creek School District Administration, Mr. Christopher Smith, Chief of Staff.
Congratulations, Mr. Smith, on your appointment as the next superintendent of the Cherry Creek School District. We look forward to your leadership. Mrs. Jennifer Perry, Assistant Superintendent. Miss Julie Yeager, Executive Director of High School Education. Mr. Larry Bull, the Cherry Creek School District Director of Athletics and Activities. Mrs. Nicole Revealbell, Executive Director of Elementary Education. Additionally, thank you to all of the leadership and faculty from our feeder schools that helped lead the class of 2021 to this moment.
From Smoky Hill, Miss Carrie Faust, Graduation Speech Coordinator. Mr. Zach Rufert, Graduation Performance Coordinator. Mr. Rashawn Davis, Campus Administrator. Mr. John Thompson, Assistant to the Principal and Athletics Director. Mr. Scott Cohen, Assistant to the Principal and Activities Director. Mr. Andre Bala, Assistant Principal. Mr. Christopher Ness, Assistant Principal. And the 2020 Colorado Principal of the Year, Mr. Chuck Puga.
Distinguished guests, faculty, family, and friends, thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the Smoky Hill High School graduating class of 2021. Okay, I'm going to go off script for 1 second. How amazing is it that we are all here together today in fellowship to celebrate this class? Not on Zoom, not on anything else, we're here today. All right, back to the speech. Graduates, we are here together for one last time, and today is about you. To quote a very wise man, you matter. Today matters, your name matters, your truth matters, your life matters, and your future matters. Part of any journey is the end, and today your high school journey ends and a new adventure begins. We are here to celebrate your hard work, your accomplishments, the adversity you have faced over the last 16 months, and the obstacles that you have overcome. So here's something to think about. What lies ahead, what lies behind us, and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And what lies within the Smoky Hill class of 2021 is greatness. So, in honor of our seniors, here are my 7 wishes from the heart. Wish number 1, always have perseverance. This is defined as persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. If any group of students did this, it was you. Continue to push on, Herd. Second, love. Don't be afraid to love something or someone. Things may not always go as planned immediately, but you have to keep working at it. Third, grit. Never, ever, 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 ever give up. Enough said on that one. Number 4, always have pride in what you do. Take pride in who you are and what you represent. You are smart enough and good enough. Don't listen to the naysayers. This one's really important. Stay away from the drama. Just because someone invites you to their drama performance doesn't mean you need to participate. Be you, not who others want you to be. Gratitude. Always have an attitude of gratitude. It is hard sometimes to be thankful for what we have and for who we have in our lives, but know that there are people dying to have what you have right now. Things aren't important. People, experiences, and relationships are. And finally, forgive. Everyone you meet is going through something. Be kind and forgive. So my 7 wishes for you today are simple. Have the very best life imaginable. Live like you will never grow old. Laugh, giggle, cry if you must. Play as hard as you work. And make time for the people and things that matter. When you sleep, I hope you have the best dreams that will make you wake up with a smile on your face. And that you will always know that you are loved. Smoky Hill class of 2021, go forward with kindness and humility. Regardless of where you go or what you do, we will always be proud of you, and you will always be above. Thanks. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the valedictorians for the Smoky Hill class of 2021. Valedictorians, please rise. Mr. 80, will you please assist me? These outstanding students have distinguished themselves over 4 years by maintaining a perfect 4.0 GPA and meeting additional course requirements. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2021 valedictorians. Faith Baca. She will attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Christina Domashevich. She will attend the Colorado School of Mines. Annabelle Fuina. She will attend the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. Kashan Hussein. He will attend Stanford University. Andrew Wen. He will attend the University of Colorado at Boulder. Go Buffs. Manar Jalani. She will attend the University of Southern California. Michael Lee. He will attend Northwestern University. Osman Osman. He will attend Cornell University. Samuel Rosen. He will attend the University of Northern Colorado. Colby Marshall Shea will attend Belmont University. Lydia Shimelis Ballet will attend Harvard University.
Smoky Hill community is proud to recognize those seniors who have made the courageous decision to serve their country and its people by joining the armed forces. Will all graduates who have chosen to enlist in the military please stand? We very humbly thank you. You may be seated. Honor graduates, advanced placement scholars, and international baccalaureate graduates are designated by colored cords, stoles, and medallions. The top 5% of the senior class are honor graduates and wear gold cords. Will all honor graduates please rise? Congratulations. You may be seated. Those students wearing the red sashes and bronze medallions are advanced placement scholar candidates. They have taken a minimum of 3 advanced placement courses and have either attained or are expected to attain scores of 3 or better on their exams. Students taking additional courses and exams can earn honor status or scholar with distinction. Will all AP scholars please rise? Congratulations. You may be seated. Those students wearing the gold and ivory stoles have reached a world-class standard by completing the rigorous International Baccalaureate Diploma program during their final 2 years of high school at Smoky Hill. Will all International Baccalaureate Diploma candidates please rise? Congratulations. You may be seated.
We're getting close. It is my pleasure to introduce the faculty readers for today's ceremony. Athletic Director, Mr. John Thompson. English Department Coordinator, Ms. Kirsten Mullen. Science Teacher, Mr. Andy Colella. And our Visual Arts Coordinator, Ms. Gail Brown. Will the members of the Board of Education please take their places at the diploma table? Diploma Group 1, rows 1 through 4. Please rise. And move forward to receive your diploma.
Faith Christine Baca.
El Chevaline Heavenly Nanama Eliason.
Olivia Jean Aragon.
Avery Michaela Bailey.
Christina Irene Domashevich.
Alexandra Hope Binley.
Ava Victoria Brindle.
Lily Diane Monson.
Annabelle Dawn Fuina.
Lydia Shamelis Belai.
Adam William Cornell.
Florence Nicole Lasute.
Andrew Thomas Nguyen.
Colby Marshall Shea.
Aiden Hudson Cassick.
Kayla Winifred Denise Curry.
Manar Jelani.
Samuel Lloyd David Rosen.
Cameron Robert Earl Deschamps.
Eber Samuel Arojo.
Marco Francisco Cañas Munoz.
Osman Elmiki Osman.
Cecilia Ray Dower.
Colin Lloyd Egan.
Emily Rose Baxter.
Jaden Jewel Phillips.
Isaac Arthur Summy.
Caitlin Marie Harris.
Isabella Adolph.
Taylor Ann Hernandez.
Elizabeth Amber Ho.
Sophia Abdul Kasahun.
Eli Lewis Adams.
Tankina Mamata Fafita.
Juliana Catherine Leach.
Sarah Michelle McMahon.
Janaya Renee Castile.
Tupotua Hotaya Fafita.
Luz Alexa Moreno.
Isabella Jane McNay.
Isabella Eve Bolevsky.
Lynette Aqua.
Timothy Scott Ray.
Coraline Juliana Cottobum.
Brock James Barajas Gallegos.
Devin Lawrence Walton.
Gavin William Simonetti.
Jacinia July Sutherland.
Colin Michael Barris.
Marina Abigail Francetta Sandoval.
Corey Lee Smart.
Brianna Renee Wigginton.
Liam Douglas Campbell.
Joshua Scott Fleischner.
Lucinda Thompson.
David Owen Williams.
Shamar Lavondis Bryant.
Brandy Karima Nalianya.
Maya Gabrielle Woods.
Christine Elise Martin.
Danielson Azuma.
Serene Ferjani.
Gavin Reed Honeycutt.
Steve Fook Knock.
Jonathan Alexander Alvarado Guzman.
Sophia Michelle Cup.
Jelani Monet Smith.
Cadence Aubrey Page.
Trenton Alexander Blyberg.
Giovanni David Holt.
Joshua Danielle Trejo.
David Marquina Hernandez.
Rajon Lewis Bass.
Zachary Alexander Keeley.
Gracie May Soleto.
Valerie Leah Nagan.
Sujay Mansingh Bassnet.
Samuel James Fruitman.
Kaylin Lane Thiel.
Davian Marquise Norman.
Eric Anthony Beltran.
Campbell Elizabeth Kymeg.
Micah Anton Williams.
Kamari Lewis Stallworth.
Amir Karan Cooper.
Roswell Andrew Gillette.
Ty Nathaniel Trujillo.
Nicholas John Mizgala.
Gilbert Thomas Endizola.
Sierra Jordan Hills Cisneros.
Caitlin Lily Wright.
Jacob Theodore Ray.
Michelle Bolivar.
Nyla Nashe Horton.
Colin Christopher O'Connor.
Samaria Leviashe Bryant.
Jayla Yasmin Heron.
Sarahi Giselle Trejo Amaro.
Adam Blake Payne.
Lyric Olivia May Bennett.
Mila Bella Hajaiva.
Anna Giselle Wiesner.
Paulo Gael Riveneta Torres.
Keegan Matthew Berquist.
Ariana Renee Henderson.
Megan Elizabeth Sullivan. Justin Henry Lowell.
Motiah St. Matthew Bernier.
Malia Janae Kelly.
Jessica Ray Selby. Ryan Scott McElroy.
Alex Tae Young Choi.
Talon Augusta Haskell.
Janelli Corral Torres Agosto. Ashton Taylor Lewis.
McKenna Rain Diebel.
Ryan Michael Cohane.
Donovan James Sebastiani. Caleb William Lemaire.
Olivia L. Davis.
James Slade France.
Olivia Grace Sebastiani. Noah Joseph Mello.
Sydney Wilcox Brown.
Lauren Elizabeth Gardner.
Cassandra Ann Scott. Bowden Paul Rector.
Gabriela Capri Chaparro.
Ella Olivia Hall.
Dax Nicholas Smestad. Riley Sue Pratt.
Jason Thomas Brodsky.
Renee Uziel Garcia Marasco.
Joseph Alexander Strasser. Lauren Ashley Naputi Kichicho.
Cody Baker.
Alexander Flores Acosta.
Kate Louise Smetana. Casey Pamela Navarrete Alvarado.
Joshua Andrew Cutbirth.
Madison Emily Estrada Quintana.
Holly Olivia Schlegel. Maria Guadalupe Medina Hernandez.
Ashley Lynn Baird.
Bruce Fuentes Jr.
Sutana Jade Saitong.
Amanda Jean Baird.
Savina Holt Guzman.
Zachary Gandolfo Tarabella.
Nicholas Ray Emery Zamora.
Rebecca Alexandra Ross. Dakota Stephen Wood.
Will Diploma Group 1 please be seated?
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easy. children's laughter remind us how we used to. Everyone is searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live in what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all's inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live in what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all's inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. And if by chance a special place that you've been dreaming of leads to be a lonely place, find your strength in love.
Let's do this again. Mom! My ceaseless calls from the back seat had my mom on edge.
Running on exactly 12 hours of sleep, 8 mini French toast sticks, and insatiable curiosity, I was my mom's worst commute time nightmare. I had questions. What's 4,760,003 times 11? Why are they called sneakers if I sound so loud when I'm walking around in them? Why is it called the funny bone? Is it even a bone? I don't know, mija. Google it, my mom would respond with a defeated tone. Driving to school every morning, my mom withstood the incessant barrage of questions from the back seat. I even earned a nickname for these interminable interrogations. My mom and brother called them backseat musings, but I called them the most riveting and important questions on the planet. As I grew, my questions shifted. What do I want to do with my life? How does my culture shape the way I see the world? How do I want to be remembered? This year's class of seniors has faced innumerable challenges, and we're arguably one of the most persevering classes out there. Thinking about the future ahead, likely filled with many questions and few answers, I feel excited, scared, but above all, curious. As we navigate the road ahead, I hope we all hold on to that little bit of curiosity inside us. Ask questions, seek answers, show gratitude to the mothers and brothers and best friends and teachers and everyone who gave you every ounce of their love, even when they didn't have all the answers. I don't know where I'll end up, but I know I'll always owe it to Google, mini French toast sticks, and everyone's answers to my never-ending questions.
Future's looking bright today with the sun. My earliest memory was of my brothers and I competing over who could eat their bowl of oatmeal the quickest in the morning. I'm happy to say I won many of those mornings, and for 17 years, that was my life. I've been in constant competition with my lovely older brothers for as long as I can remember, whether it's who could get the best grades, who could get out of chores the most, or even who could yell the loudest. Our household was never truly quiet. My parents never thought they'd be stuck with so many ratty kids, but hey, it's the world we live in. After many years and taking the time to reflect, I realized that despite our many disagreements and competitions, my brothers helped me become the person I am today, an individual who's confident and has a great sense of humor. Despite that, though, my brothers helped me find my passion, all beginning in a science camp 10 years ago where we continued our rigorous competition. I fell in love with the field of STEM, not only because of the detail and the intricacy of it, but the aspect of being able to help others while doing something I loved. With the support of not only my parents, but my brothers who I hold in the highest regard, I will be studying biological and chemical engineering at Colorado School of Mines this fall. Thank you to my brothers for showing me that you can argue over literally anything, from European revolutionaries to sidewalks, and to my parents, Mom and Dad. Thank you for everything you have ever done for me and every day you sacrificed. I know it wasn't easy, but I don't know where I would be without you.
I wish I could come up here today and give you all a hard-hitting speech that by the end completely changes the way you view life. But that's not the case. While I have the title that reflects the grades I've earned over the past 4 years, that doesn't mean I have all the secrets to life. Unfortunately, the second Mr. 80 put this medal around my neck, I didn't magically learn the answers to life's questions. And let's be honest, the last thing you guys would want is for a 17-year-old to come up here and tell you that he knows everything. Now, that's not to say I didn't learn anything as a valedictorian. During my first 2 years in high school, I obsessed over my grades, mainly to prove to my cousins that I wasn't the dumb one in the family. I thought that the more facts I knew would automatically make me the smartest one in the family, and that if I could get straight A's, I would be the genius. In fact, I remember during my sophomore year at the winter dance, I stood in the middle of the dance floor on my phone, scrambling to finish up my science homework that was due the next day. But starting junior year, I came to the realization that grades do not equate to intelligence, that a genius is not one who can recite the most information from their minds, but involves themselves in the process of learning. This is why every Wednesday evening I spent in theory of knowledge, talking about ethics and eating home-cooked meals, and every late night I spent in the Smoky Hill Library conference room cramming for finals with my friends were far more important to me than the essays I wrote for TOK and the grades I got on my finals. So while I didn't become a genius who knows every single fact in the world, I've learned to become a genius in my own way.
Early in life, I had learned that if you want something, you had better make some noise. a quote by Al-Hajj Malik al-Shabbaz, or Malcolm X, that always stuck with me for some reason. So I'm gonna try and make some noise. And I'll be real with y'all for a minute. I desperately want to love this country. The country I was born in and lived in all 18 years of my life. The country I was educated in. The country where I've established lifelong bonds with others. But that's an extremely difficult task to do when that love just simply isn't reciprocated. Do you know how painful it is witnessing a shooting or other crimes as a Muslim man of color? I want to express my sympathy for the harm, but I'm quite impeded by the knowledge that I'll be profoundly critiqued because the malefactor so happened to be black or Muslim, and I happen to be black and Muslim. I want to pray for the victim, not have to pray that the shooter isn't a person of color, in light of what's to come. And trust me, that wave of resentment always follows through. A sense of hostility by those who desperately want to see their ignorant assumptions justified all too badly. We live in America where we villainize entire demographics based on the actions of a few. In America where we obtain vigor from the anguish of others. In America where we subject ourselves to one truth. And I ask you this, how can we hope to grow and maintain our humanity when we refuse to escape our single-minded perspectives and ignore other people's stories? And let me tell you, I work with Muslim youth, and they are some of the brightest, strongest people I've ever met. A generation of young Muslim men and women who adhere to their religion and do good things to benefit their community, living in a country they love despite bearing the powerful burden that is hatred, all because of their faith and or race. And I think we can all agree that no youth should have to face this. You know, in the Quran, the heart and soul of Islam, the ultimate guide to these children and hundreds and millions of other peoples of varying ethnicities, races, and nationalities, it states, وَأَنفِقُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَتُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكِ وَأَحْسِنُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And in English it states, and do good in the way of God, and do not throw yourselves with your own hands into destruction. And do good, for God loves the doers of good. Chapter 2, verse 195, one of my favorite verses in the Holy Quran. You see, love is in their DNA. You know, their ultimate authority calls upon them to do good constantly, at all times. This feeling of love is intrinsic. And you know, I haven't seen the faces of my classmates this entire year, but this sense of unfamiliarity didn't breed animosity. Their decency gave me comfort and helped me realize that the numbness the heart often falls victim to isn't a sign of a broken heart. It's just afraid. That numbness is armor. They gave me strength. And this humanity I felt is something every individual should feel, or at least have a chance at feeling. I personally believe there's beauty in all faiths and traditions. I believe there's beauty in all our stories. Evoke your compassion and shed away at preconceived notions. Be willing to accept other perspectives. Be willing to see other cultures. Be willing to be more human. Thank you.
If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Now, when this quote was first said by Martin Luther King Jr., I doubt he had the trials and tribulations of the modern high schooler in mind. But I like to think that he would be proud of all the class of 2021 has overcome and crawled through over these past few years. My name is Colby Marshall Shea, and my high school experience has been typical. I've laughed, I've cried, I've contemplated whether or not I would ever use theoretical calculus in any aspect of the real world, maybe cried some more, and I've gotten through it by doing whatever I could to stay busy and keep moving. As an IB student, a DECA competitor, a National Honor Society president, and a soccer captain, I've learned that there's something inside me and inside all of us that makes us want to quit whenever things get hard. While I may not have been grateful in the moment, I cannot say thank you enough now to everyone who refused to let me quit. Because when I say,
I would not be here in front of you if not for my incredible parents proofreading essay after essay, my amazing teachers delaying tests and pushing back deadlines, and my incredible soccer coaches giving us days off and practices to just stretch. I mean it. If I can leave you with one thing today, let it be to embrace these people that push you that hard, even if it drives you crazy now, because these are the people that will be there to help you crawl, walk, run, and fly. Thank you.
In 2007, my family won the lottery. We didn't win the Powerball, Mega Millions, nor did we win Lucky for Life. We won something far more valuable. See, we won the Green Card Lottery. After moving to the US in the hopeful pursuit of better educational opportunities and quality of life, I realized that the luck that brought me to this country wouldn't be enough to take me to where I wanted to go. In a country that no longer relied on the tongue I once knew, I struggled to read and write, even scoring a 6 out of 100 on my first literacy exam. Despite my struggles, I knew that I could pay my parents back for their sacrifices by pushing myself academically and giving other students the same opportunity that my parents gifted me. And I hope to continue to do so in Cambridge this fall. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of the support system that I draw my strength from. Without you and God, I wouldn't have been here after losing my dad in January. Teachers, thank you for the I believe in yous when my courage fell short. Family and friends, thank you for the I'm here for yous when your presence, both virtually and physically, genuinely meant the world. Mom, thank you for the I love yous when that was the strength I needed. And Dad, I wish you could be here to see me graduate, but I'm thankful that your words still continue to guide and inspire me. With this, I leave you with some words my dad left with me from his favorite poem. Whether you realize it or not, no doubt, the universe is unfolding as it should. And whatever your labors and aspirations, in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. So, good luck, class of 2021, but I know you won't need it. You have overcome everything the universe has already thrown at you.
Would the members of the Board of Education please take their places at the diploma tables? Diploma Group 2, rows 5 through 8, please rise. Please come forward to receive your diplomas. Krayshawn Rashid Bolton Jones.
Vishwa Jain.
Kate Roman Aguilar.
Nikel Marie Lowe.
Dasan Ty Bauman.
Luke Michael Johannes.
Ascents Lee Rain Span Johnston.
Keishon Maurice Lowe.
Roscoe Terrell Daniels Jr.
Anaya Corinne Edwards.
Ariana Angelique Vigil.
Alexandra Tiffany Mora.
Tatiana Giachanka.
Jareth Galiana.
Jordan Chandler Whitaker.
Luis Antonio Pinedo.
Justin Patrick Cullen.
Mercedes Denise Klimick.
Elijah Ian Rocio.
Hannah Marie Mormon.
Sage Elizabeth Carter.
Jade Infinity Guzman.
LaFawn Fejan Royston.
Terrence Nana Marfo.
Everardo Angulo.
Janaea Siobhan Hurst.
Kendall Nicole Ruffin.
Russell Bishop Jakes Limbat.
Marcus Dwayne Clark.
Shakira Natalie Gallegos.
Malia Rose Rock.
Kwamar Amari Neal.
Baker Andrew Darley.
Luis Uriel Escobar.
Savannah Marie Smith.
E. Yoel Neisky.
Jaden Xavier Bynum Washington.
Najat Mohammed Ibrahim.
Emily Joyce Walton.
Tyler Anthony Lucera.
Isaiah Damon Atchison.
Kaylor Christian Fogo.
Aubriana Nicole Roth.
Sadie Faith Ulgin.
Brianna Marie Cardenas.
Paulette Guerrero.
Ella Grace Wicker.
Ali Pham.
Hassan Joseph Attenberg.
Trinity Anne Marie Grambush.
Nada Osa Siriu Abakan.
Mia Noel Pizniak.
Joseph Allen Curry Tay.
Jalisa Danielle Clear.
Annie Trong.
Taylor Fields Miller.
Alexi Michelle Cornell.
Kayla Marie Jenkins.
Jaden Tristan Yorkman Luna.
Julianne Jean Manders.
Caitlin Rose Callahan.
Sierra Janae Johnson.
Aiden Miles Small Avery.
Brody Christopher Payne.
Preston Ross Cooper.
Abria Johnson.
Reggie Sneed Jr.
Blake Allen Parvin.
Cameron Rick Carroll.
Dylan Tyler Huckles.
James St. John Servine.
Christian Xavier Miramontes.
Kyle Joseph Botkin.
Ivan Thomas Hucalo.
Tristan Augustine Romero.
Jenna Renee Phillips Kaufman.
Liana Anjane Benton.
Shamoy Alicia Hawthorne.
Samantha Ray Villasana.
Sydney Lee Miller Eckers.
Victoria Doe.
Adam Daniel Inga.
Dallas Michael Vio.
Sydney Lauren Miles.
Taylor Larissa Clemens.
Colin Noah Hankey.
Elijah Matthew Sisiti.
Joseph O'Neill Sylvester Newman.
Tori Joe Deschner.
Drayden Orion Hooten.
Cleo Barosi Barosi.
Mateo Gray Reyes.
Hiba Amar Alkalaf.
Isaias Azarel Gutierrez.
Tegan Dawn Ward.
Malachi Benilia Purvis.
Esperanza Celia Burgos.
Elijah Douglas Greiser.
Eliana Eve Shahet.
Stephen Michael LeBerry.
Kira Lynn Doty.
Johnson Conrad Falls.
Anthony Christopher Walker.
Cade Joseph Nasso.
Xavier Travell Dorsey.
Parker Hamish Johnson.
Tristan David Sorley.
Piper Michelle Neely.
Dina Amina Duhaj.
Alyssa Christina Iverson.
Madison Elizabeth Wilson.
Alexis Mariah Krusner.
Lauren Sonyu Choi.
Haroon Jama.
Dakota Rose Dawn Rule Hughes.
Benjamin Damon McNeil.
Olivia Catherine Devine.
Troy Dwayne Kaiser Jr.
Gabrielle Sue Urban.
Farah Mohammed Nisrat.
Ainsley Sarah Chang.
Frederick Ivan Alexander Knight Jr.
Kareem Gagne Soldana.
Rhea Asha Patel.
Quinn Denning Duffasy.
Henak Gashaw.
Ashley Jade Tillman.
Johanna Alito Marcos.
Emma Joy Ammons.
Amar Khalid Hamida.
Cecilia Bell Smith.
Caitlin Drew Losinger.
Liam Mansell Doherty.
Ernesto Galvez Rea.
Mabry Ann Robinson.
Adrima Queda Quinones.
Kanan Samuel Bonds.
Jordan Daniel Fisher.
Samantha Rodriguez.
Cameron Sean Edward Lawrence.
Scott Devlin Abing.
Eric Israel Espinoza Resendez.
Janelyn Nicole Simmons.
Gavin Kirk Mucky.
Grace Madeline Ald.
Isaiah James Fuller.
Mauricio Rodriguez Vasquez.
Hannah Marie Morrison.
Ian Patrick DePaulo.
Alec Neil Hott.
Edelson Rodriguez.
Laisha Odette Puleo Montoya.
Logan Xander Bustamante.
Ayus Karki.
Kayla Mackenzie Van Dyke.
Kylie Nicole Makichi.
Isabella Barkey.
Andrew Nicholas Guerin.
Ryan Matthew Sandow.
Grace Lynn Medina.
Alexa Lee Burns.
Cameron Michael Jeffcoat.
Justin Tyler Weidman.
Shugufa Mihidaza.
Jeremiah Randall Jair Alexander.
Andy Gasca.
Zachariah Nathaniel Shelton.
Miley Elizabeth McMahon.
Danelle Russell Wayne Carter Jr.
Ignacio Galvan Jr.
Robid Man Singh Basnet.
Arnica Pan.
Amir Isan Childs.
Julian Alejandro Garcia.
Mohammed Khalid Fuad Mohammed.
Will Diploma Group 2 please be seated?
This was an unprecedented year for all of us. We missed out on our last homecoming, our senior celebration, our senior float, and many more things. Although we could keep one tradition, which was senior class t-shirts. At the end of each year, we create a senior class t-shirt with everyone's name on the back. This year, we gifted everyone of the class of 2021 a free senior class t-shirt. We hope these shirts remind us of the friends and memories we made these past 4 years, despite how crazy this last year was.
Additionally, the class of 2021 is giving Smoky Hill High School new building signs. Signs that label the nurse's office, dean's office, and attendance office for better navigation throughout the school to guide the incoming class of 2025. When I was a freshman, I had absolutely no clue where the nurse's office was, and I'm sure many of us still don't. We are giving these signs with the hope that all the services within Smoky Hill can be utilized to the fullest extent and hopefully prevent another freshman from wandering around the entire school in search of a Band-Aid.
As the final part of our class gift, we decided to give each senior a face mask and a sticker. The face mask has a Smoky Hill logo, says Class of 2021, and is in our class color of black. It is intended to help us look and feel unified as we celebrate the end of this crazy school year and safely hold a graduation ceremony. The sticker has a picture of a buffalo wearing a mask and can be placed on a laptop, water bottle, or anywhere else. We hope that as we all move on to college, the military, a job, or whatever else, this sticker will help us remember our time at Smoky Hill and this crazy senior year that we all shared.
Would the members of the Board of Education please take their places at the diploma tables? Diploma Group 3, rows 9 through 12, please rise. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Lily Ann Marie Brainerd.
Omir Mohammed Kasir.
Don Khan Tron.
Imani Minyet McCune.
Aaliyah Brooke Chambers.
Sarah Sonia Kim.
Davina Koho Shangu.
Lakaira Michelle Moody.
Kristen Michelle Cody.
Shelby Marie Garcia.
Evan Jaquin Whitaker.
Terrence Michael Mangan.
Madison Emily Elizabeth Danner.
Jaden M. Hall.
Kaylee Lynn Weatherington.
Benjamin Brown Mayer.
Shay Winter Dickerson.
Flora Gertz.
Miguel Juan Suniga.
Mary Isabella Melville.
Sydney Ann Borrego.
Vanessa Yamalith Galdamez.
Troy Helmut Michael Sirkow.
Nyang Grace Moon.
Kayla Marie Clark.
Maximilian Siegfried Klein.
Brenda Anaí Rodriguez Torres.
Fernanda Jacqueline Pulido.
Afia Anshama Buake Yadav.
John Michael Hoganson.
Alize Angel Romero.
Danielle Quinn Palham.
Angelina Jabilev.
Luke William Jenkins.
Robel Tegai Seltin.
Alejandro Raihid Rios.
Ella Liara Chalik.
Dylan Harmon.
Keenan Khalid Sabah.
Lucas Lyle McFadden.
Luke William Oscar Bork.
Addison Reese Hawkes.
Jonathan Avery Weibel.
Daniel Arthur Meshkov.
Serena Bahalabi.
Michelle Margaret Greslin.
Aiden Joseph Jenkins.
Anthony H. No.
Bradley Julian Becerra Fregoso.
Ashley Simone Hargett.
Connor Noel Sargent.
Michael Ethan Raymer.
Aiden Michael Clifford.
Cameron Elaine Grosshans.
Anastasia Rodriguez.
Emily Massilia Pendleton.
Nawal Asugdam.
Didi Gupta.
Maria Natalie Smolier.
Angelo Raymond Ramos.
Rula Ali Asaloom.
Christian Alexander Johnston.
Bridget Marie Widener.
Madeline Rachel Michael.
Michael David Chapman.
Sierra Renee Hancock.
Yasab Zuri Sadai Salvatierra.
Kylie Alyssa Rempel.
Tamira Deasia Harmon.
Samantha Jasmine Crespo.
Levi Jaden Lopes.
Janae Monique Jackson.
Trinity Brielle Sanford.
Shadrach LaPrince Deo Owens Jr.
Jimena Granados.
Luis Daniel Tapia.
Ruben Luis Palacios.
Oakland Kathleen Grant.
Gabriella Sandoval.
Mackenzie Ray Phillips.
Carrie Jabeli Estrada Hernandez.
Abel Dagam Seganet.
Erica Joy Miguel.
Kamari Deshaun Humphrey.
Robert Yegigian.
Paulina Rios Venegas.
Caden Richard Fitzgerald.
Kiana Marie Santos Martinez.
Jada Marie McDaniels.
Miguel Magdaleno Hiran.
Ashton Kale Schaefer.
Reese Ramon Lewis.
Melanie Amalia Hiran.
Abigail Billette Yilma.
Yaroslava Markina.
Melissa Joaquina Hernandez.
Haywan Yosef.
Fernanda Francesca Garvey Hernandez.
Angel Ruiz Lozano.
Lena Maria Posada Cannon.
Jordan Aaron Johnson.
Jeremiah Hassani Scott.
Kristen Riley Proch.
Natasha Nashai Jarman.
Johnny Yun She.
Mason Shiro Maynell.
Karen Gaspar.
Tyler Yumiko Tatum.
Christian Eduardo Quinones.
Sarah Arazi.
Ananya Shri Talunki.
Hadi Omar Maliki.
Kate Espinoza Yereviaka.
JD Hojung Ru.
Nasha Spencer Mipandi.
Nicholas Fosi Hargut.
Emilio Andres Sanchez.
Jose Luis Peredo Hernandez.
Abdiel Jamariah Gooding.
Timothy Elijah Putra Turambi.
Ashley Geraldo Niconar.
Nazira Farhini.
Elisa Michelle Rodriguez Andrade.
Sandra Flady Manuke Ombo.
Angel Orsashimaya Ijua.
Hannah Serra.
Baja Abdulkadir May.
Fatma Mahir Harijin.
Ashaya Lanice Sirichanto.
Justin Isaiah Fiala Foley.
Nadir Sirichanto.
Rayshawn Dubois Woody.
Seneca Alexis Schrader.
EJ Hosea Velasco.
Emily Jacqueline Varela. Byron Marvin Williams.
Will Diploma Group 3 please be seated? All right, graduates, it's that time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for spending part of your morning with us. Class of 2021, please rise. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right to the left. You are an official Smoky Hill High School graduate. Congratulations. Dignitaries, if you would go ahead and start heading out. Class of 2021, we will exit starting with the back rows. Have a great day. Thank you all for coming.